Hello there, welcome back to the Ogre, the old Git Reacts, Reviews and Off Times Reminiscences. Today we're doing a track by Starer, a band I'm not too unfamiliar with. I've listened to a lot of this chap's previous, I say chap, presume it's a chap, previous stuff, but never bought anything because much as I like quite a lot of those tracks, I haven't liked every track or enough tracks to buy a full album. I know you can buy individual tracks, but I just can't be bothered with that sort of thing. So the latest album has landed. I listened to it and I bought it. So that means not only are the majority of tracks here to my liking, in fact they're all to my liking. And so we'll listen to Vanishing, which is one of those tracks which I like. So, very often with a band, it's not what they do, it's how they do it. And here is a case in point, because it's the overall sound sometimes that counts the most, and that's the case here. There's lots of the elements, well, every element here that I like, but the whole and the sound that is made of it, the tone, probably more than sound, is such that I was sort of hooked with this album more or less straight away. And of course it's got lots of my favourite elements, such as those flattish sounding drums, which sound more like cardboard boxes being thumped than a real drum kit, which is fine by me. Staring as I am, no pun intended, at the album cover, those synths do give that sort of expansiveness to the sound as well. So you know, you may very well be joining this fella looking at presumption again, but looking at the galactic plane as they seem to be doing here. Something that we all should do if we have that opportunity. Living where I do, there's too much light pollution, but I never stop marvelling at the times when I get out somewhere quite dark with that lack of that pollution, and even with my failing eyesight, I can marvel at such a spectacle. Anyway. it's nice when you're being swept along by the melee, to then have the emphasis racked up. It's like, so there, it's as if you're riding the rapids, you're fully committed and fully involved in what's happening, and then somebody starts lobbing rocks off the cliff sides, the ravine sides. So just then there was I say that ratcheting up of emphasis, which was giving you some kidney punches, as well as the glee of the ride there. So and this is the sort of thing that probably drew me to this album over previous works. Is there's a maturity creeping in, and I mean that in a sense of better songwriting maybe, or for these years anyway, something that's dragging me in, which although, as I say, at times I was before on previous works, here hook, line and sinker for the whole lot. So So I've gone a bit proggy here, which normally would have me running screaming to the volcano edge and leaping into the molten lava below, rather than having to listen to said things. I mean, parts of that wouldn't look amiss on a Emerson, Lake and Palmer LP from back in the day, but it is the way you use these motifs that counts, and it totally works, and it sort of was engendering a cheeky grin of recognition and reminiscing for the Ogre whistle test type programs of my very young youth, which I have sort of shattered memories of. But yes, as I say, virtually every blooming time, I love the Rush, but you can't help but to be persuaded that a drop in speed is worthwhile when it's done that particular way. So there you go. If you're not exhilarated and ready to take on the world after that, I don't know what would make you be so. It's a excuse me. It's an ideal sort of song for ridding yourselves of parasites and pests, whether it be on you or around you, and a much more eco-friendly way of burning off those mosquitoes and flies that invade our premises. Invade's the wrong word really, because they've as much right to be there as us. But pesky as they are, stop there. I'm sure you folks have got better things to do than to listen to me go off on a waffling tangent. But anyway, suffice to say, the rest of the album will fill you with as much joy as that did. And as I say, toes will be tapping, heads will be shaking, nodding, whatever you youngsters still do nowadays, in appreciation of a raucous beat. So it's well worth putting your hands in your pockets for, as have I. So there you go, clicky bollocks, catch you all next time, cheerio.